Good morning, children. Welcome back to the class. Yesterday we have learned about the uniform and non-uniform motion and with examples. Now identifying uniform and non-uniform motion. Here some movements they have given. Now you have to observe it and you have to tell. Page number 31. Movement of hand of a clock here. Movement of a hand of a clock. How does the hand move in a clock? It's in a regular timing. So it is a uniform motion. Already yesterday I have told you. A boy cycling in a crowded place. In crowded place he can't go in a right way, in a straight path. So it will be zigzag and a curved path. That's why it is non-uniform motion. Movement of a housefly. Housefly will not have a particular right straight path. So it may be flying in this way. So it is a non-uniform motion. Next, the fan in an air cooler running at fixed speed. So it is a uniform motion. A train entering into a railway station. Non-uniform motion. Sometimes track may be in a curved path. Kite in the air. Non-uniform motion. Rotation of earth. It rotates along its own axis, so it is uniform motion. Is it clear, children? Next, types of motion. When we discuss about motion, it is important to aware that there exist different types of motion and each type is dependent on a particular situation. So according to the situation, the motions are in different types. Let us consider the following. A car traveling along a straight road. Motion of blades of a ceiling fan. Motion of needle in running sewing machine. Motion of pendulum in an old wall clock. These are the different types of motions. All are not same. Now consider that the direction of motion. What difference do you notice in the above examples? The motion in the above examples are different terms in different direction of motion. All are not having the same direction of motion. Fan, it is rotating on an axis. It is a different direction of motion. Whereas the needle in a sewing machine, to and fro. So it is also a different direction of motion. So observing this, we came to understand that types of motions are there. All are not having the same types of motions. The car is moving in the same direction along a straight line. The car is moving in the same direction along the straight line. Next, blades of ceiling fan are moving but in a fixed point in a circular path. Needle of sewing machine moves up and down, to and fro or up and down in a fixed point. Not here and there. At a particular place it is moving up and down. Fan also at a particular place, but on an axis it is moving round. So each one is having different types of motion and direction also different. Pendulum of wall clock oscillates to and fro about a fixed point. So here sewing machine up and down, and pendulum it's a to and fro. Based on the path taken by the bodies in motion, we classify the motions of bodies. Some are translatory motion, rotatory motion, oscillatory motion. Like this, three types of motions are there: translatory motion, rotatory motion, oscillatory motion. This chapter itself is very important. So underline these: translatory, rotatory and oscillatory. Now translatory motion. Here they have given the figure number 14 and 15, picture A, B. The bus moved from point A to B in a certain interval of time. Here the bus moves from A to B in a certain interval of time. Think and answer the following question. Do all parts of bus, so the parts in the bus like wheels, headlights, windows, etc., move along the point A to B? Yes. When the bus is moving, the wheels, the horn, the lights, the windows, everything will move along with the bus. Is the direction of the motion of the bus along a straight line or a curved line? It is along a straight line. Can you give some more examples of motion in which all the points of the moving body move in the same direction as that of body? So this is the example for translatory motion. They are asking to give one more example which move along with its body. Like cycle. It also moves on all its body parts along the body. Observing the path of the motion, state the paths of motion. Soldiers marching in a parade. Straight line or curved line? Straight line. Tick it. Here you have to tick straight line. Car taking a turn on a road. And suppose car has to take a turn. It is a road. The road may be like this. When it has to take a turn, it has to turn like this. So it is a curved path. When it is turning, it is a curved path. Stone dropped from a height. Straight line. Running race along a road. Straight line. Running race along a track on a ground. Straight line. Movement of bicycle on a road. Straight line. So in all above case of motions, all the points of moving objects move in same direction of motion. If all the parts of a moving body move in the direction of motion, then the motion is said to be a translatory motion. This is the definition and it's important. All the parts of a moving body move in the direction of motion, then the motion is said to be translatory motion. Here, all the body parts are moving with the motion of along with the body in a straight line, then it is said to be a translatory motion. They have given first example and afterwards definition. Once and twice if you repeat the definition, you will get it. Next, if a body in translatory motion moves along a straight line, then the motion is called rectilinear motion. In the translatory motion, it moves along the straight line. Here the body is in translatory motion and it's moving in a straight line. Then this type of motion is called rectilinear motion. Next, if a body in the translatory motion moves along the curved path, then the motion is called curvilinear motion. If it is in a straight line, we have to say rectilinear. If it is in a curved line, then you have to say it's a curvilinear. Like example, car turning on a road. When it is turning on a road, you have to say that it is in a curvilinear motion. Now identifying types of motion. We notice every day some motion which are rectilinear and curvilinear at a time. Some examples are given below. You have to write whether it is a curvilinear or rectilinear. Now seconds hand of a watch. It is the seconds hand in a watch. The watch is in a circle shape and the hand will move along this path in a circular path, curved path. That's why it is a seconds hand in a watch is curvilinear path. Curvilinear path. Movement of train on tracks. Sometimes the tracks may be curved. So it is a curvilinear. Now movement of tape in a tape recorder. It is also the tape recorder will be in a circular path, curved path. So it is a curvilinear. Movement of a needle in speedometer of car. Obviously curvilinear. It is also in a curved path. Movement of a bus on hill station road. Curvilinear. Motions of coins on a carom board. Curvilinear. Motion of a ball in pinboard. Rectilinear. Motion of a mango falling from the tree. Rectilinear. In a straight line, that's why it is a rectilinear. So this is all. I have told you the answers, but you have to observe it. This is all about translatory motion. Tomorrow we will learn about the rotatory motion. So once again go through the lesson, and your homework is write about the types of motion, that is translatory motion, rotatory motion, oscillatory motion, and table number 5 here, this table. Straight line, curved line. Example for the translatory motion. and these two definitions, rectilinear motion and curvilinear motion. These two definitions you have to write, and example for the translatory motion. This is your homework. Write in your notebook neatly. Mention your name, class every day when you are writing the homework. Thank you.